Poll, please. Did it work? Be so happy if it worked. Uh, hello, hello. Are we live? Is this working properly? I hope. All right, let's see the delay here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, test. 1. Ten-second delay. 10-second delay. We got there. This is actually good. All right. Okay. Hello, everyone. I am sorry about the messiness. I figured it out. It was just a latency setting. It was set to like extreme normal latency, and I wanted there's like near no latency, which is bad for like resolution and buffer times. But we found a little middle ground, 10-second delay, 7-second delay, something like that. Should be fine for what we need here. And we are ditching Twitch for now. Twitch wasn't the problem, but I'm just going to be focusing on YouTube right now for at least this stream. Maybe I'll do the multi-stream later on. But yeah, this is what we've got. We've settled down. We're ready to play some Magic the Gathering. Okay, phew. That was stuff. That was stuff. All right, let me just tweet it out. All right, tweeted it out. We're good. Hey, everyone. Yeah, I just reposted the stream. There's a couple failed streams I will fix later on. Can I recommend running Ghost as Ruin Ghost as it flickers a land for a landfall trigger? Was that the white one that you have to pay 1 and tap it? Ruin Ghost, Ruin Ghost, Ruin Ghost. Yeah. So I looked at Ruin Ghost. It seems fine, but I didn't really. The reason why I didn't put Ruin Ghost in is because I decided I just want to run a bunch of as much card draw as humanly possible, to the point where I don't actually want to spend a white and tap this to flicker land. I'd rather just use like Sky Shroud Ranger effects to just cheat out at more lands. So that's the plan, at least. I want to get to a point where I'm drawing so many cards and have so many lands in my hand at any given point that I don't really care about flickering them for like 1 additional white mana. Not on Twitch tonight. YouTube is our primary thing going forward. I would like to multi-stream with Twitch and everything, but there were a couple issues with it. First of all, the chat, this overlay chat thingy, it actually doesn't support multi-stream. So I would have just YouTube chat and nothing else. Just YouTube chat and not Twitch chat. So I would always have to constantly look back to see what Twitch was saying too, which is not ideal, but I mean, it's minor inconvenience, not the worst thing. But the reason why I ended up not doing Twitch chat was because I thought it was affecting the latency of my YouTube Twitch or my YouTube stream, which was not the case. YouTube was just being YouTube. We fixed that. But yeah, maybe going forward. Right now, I don't want to mess with it anymore. We are live. We're doing it. We got there, and maybe next week I'll have both going up again. Why not using more lands? That is a fair question. The reason why I'm running 37, And I'm running a couple of the modal face dual lands. So we got Ondu Invasion, and we've got at least one more. Where are you? Balaged this Recovery. So that's like lands 38 and 39 essentially. They come into play tapped, but we're running a bunch of tap lands anyway. It's not actually that big of a deal. I think we're only running those two modal lands though. So it's like really like 39 lands if we really need it. And we also have some ways to put additional lands into our hand. What's it called? Or at least we did at some point. I don't know. I threw this list together pretty quickly, to be honest. But yeah, it is essentially 39 lanes, and we are running the Karus, which are going to also help with our land drops in a way. We have the Azorius Chancery, we have the Boros Garrison, we have like I think 4 combinations, Selesnya, and is there another one? Is it Boilerworks? So all of these are Karus, they enter the battlefield, and then we return a land back to our hand, so we can play another land drop afterwards. Yeah, so hopefully we're going to be okay in terms of land drops. We also have some ways to bounce lands back into your hand for value. So we have the Root Grazer, which can return a basic land you control to its owner's hand, so we can replay it later. We got Mina and Den Wildborn, which is another way to return lands to our hand, so we can replay it later. Inversion, yes. Ondu Inversion is a new card from Zendikar Rising, and it's actually really sweet. So early and mid game, we're just going to play it as Ondu Sky Ruins. So it's just a tap land that taps for white. But when we get to the late game, if the board just swings out of our favor for whatever reason, we just wipe all non-land permanents, and then we just catch up just like that. Hello, Neotic. Yeah, everything's working. There's like a 10-second-ish delay, which is actually ideal. So it's not like a 5-minute delay like it was last time. Do we have the combo Bounce Lands plus Land Harmonicon? I don't think so. We do have... What could we do? I think we can make infinite land drops, maybe? By walking, like we have Walking Atlas and no, not this one. We have Walking Atlas and maybe it's just Walking Atlas. Oh, Walking Atlas and Llanowar Scout. So if we have Llanowar Scout or Walking Atlas on the battlefield, and we have Retreat to Coral Helm onto the battlefield, what we could do is we could like play an Azorius Chancery, like tap Walking Atlas, play an Azorius Chancery, which will trigger landfall on Retreat to Coral Helm, untapping our Walking Atlas, returning the Azorius Chancery back to our hand, untapping the Walking Atlas, and we can do that repeatedly, and that's infinite landfall triggers. So what that does, in our deck at least, it means we can make infinite Baloth Beast tokens with Rampaging Baloths. We can make an infinitely large plant creature with Phylath. I think there's a couple other things we could do. We could get like infinite recursion and all that stuff. So that's the game plan at least. Hello everyone. Yes, thanks for joining. Thanks for joining, Tom. Prime Speaker Zagana is in the deck solely because I like to draw cards. So we have a bunch of large creatures, large and in charge creatures. We have like 6/6s and big creatures, and like Ameria is even like a 4/4 is fine. We have a bunch of 4/4s and everything. And if we just draw 5 cards for 6 mana, I'm totally fine with it. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I'm also running the Genesis Ultimatum and Inspired Ultimatum because I was inspired by Standard. But really, both of them just say draw 5 cards. Genesis Ultimatum says draw 5 cards, but some of them you can put immediately onto the battlefield, which is great. But even if we're just drawing 5 cards for, 7 mana, I'm fine with that. Only 1 wipe? Yeah, probably I need more wipes. But I don't know what's in my, what I can just throw in right now. But yeah, this deck has a single board wipe, which is definitely a little bit greedy because things probably are not going to go perfect for us. What do you have for removal? We have Nature's Claim. We have Negate. We have Hmm. We're low on that. That's for sure. It's just a bunch of card draw. Unfortunately. What else? What else do we have on removal? This is like everything I would not pick if this was sent in a viewer submitted week. I would not pick it. So we have a single nature's claim and like inspired ultimatum. Awaken the board wipe maybe. You know what? Let's fix up our list a little bit before we go live. Let's fix up the list a little bit. I'm gonna bring in the list. Oopa. And look at that. Look at that. By the way, if you didn't know, on MTG Goldfish today was launched our dark mode. Behold its splendor. Good job to Richard. What's our graveyard hate? We need a scavenger grounds. All right, so we're at $100 right now. Let's finagle the budget a little bit and get in some graveyard hate. You know, fix it up, make it respectable. Yeah, isn't this great? I think this looks great. Like I always have like dark mode for everything for like my Twitter and everything. And like the pure white thing is just like it hurts the eyes, especially if you're like a nocturnal person like me. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to make some changes to this deck list. Maybe I would like change the pure white on these bars search engines into like maybe a gray, but that's a minor nitpick. All right, so we have the Karoos that I really like in this deck because we have ways to play additional lands each turn. I'm not entirely sold on like the panoramas, like Jund Panorama, for example, because it enters the battlefield and it's colorless, and a lot of our spells require some colored mana, like Omnath you just can't cast off a panorama, and then you have to pay 1 mana and tap it, so basically invest 2 mana to get a basic. I don't think it's great. And they're kind of expensive. And then there's Mountain Valley, which is $1.50. Let's take out a panorama. Panorama for a scavenger grounds. So we've met our quota on scavenger grounds. So we've met our quota on graveyard hate. It's an easy way to cheat in some graveyard hate. Minuro. Tomer, a buddy and I thought about Omnath Curiosity, a budget brew that draws you tons of cards off Omnath's damage ability. Huh. That could be good. You can cut Explosive Vegetation for Migration Path for a better price and better card. Yeah. Curiosity could be interesting. I know also like Chandra's Incinerator could be good. But I don't know how much I want to lean into Omnath's effect. I've never played Omnath yet because I haven't touched Arena yet, so I don't know about the power of Omnath yet. So I don't want to lean too hard into its abilities yet. If there were other cards that also could use Curiosity or Chandra's Incinerator, I'll throw them in. But for now, I'm not going to lean too hard into it. Basically, it's just going to ramp me and draw me a card when it enters the battlefield. That's good enough for me. Struggle to survive for a removal spell and graveyard hate spell together. I don't know what that card is, but let's find out together. Struggle to survive. Deals damage to target creature equal to the number of lanes you control. Each player shuffles hit. Oh. Well, it does affect our own graveyard, and we have some powerful recursion spells, so probably not going to go for... It is flavorful, though. It is flavorful. You know what? We'll try it. Why not? Haven't seen Omnath played yet? Lucky you. Exactly. Lotus Cobra's infect? Yeah, we're not going infect. Treacherous Terrain is definitely a sweet one. I like my Treacherous Terrain. Let's maybe throw in... Oh, but no, we need removal. So, what's good removal in Teamer white colors? Or not black colors? Are any of the Mythoses removal that we can use here? I think Nethroid is the only removal one. Charms, swords. We could throw in a swords, a path. Reached mythic, board wipe, targeted reality, commit to memory, Mythos of Aluna, heroic intervention, path or swords. Well, let's see how we can do with the okay. Swords to Plowshares is a pretty easy one. How much is Swords to Plowshares? 225. Get out of here. I'm gonna put Struggle to Survive. That's a flavorful way to get some of that in there. You know what I like? I like actually Hull Breach and Decimate. I'm just gonna see what the prices are on those. I do like those cards quite a bit. It's a little bit slow right now. All right, Hull Breach is under $1. Cool, cool, cool. How much is Decimate? Decimate's 283. Get out of here. And we need a nice board wipe. A nice board wipe. I'm thinking like Hour of Revelation is pretty solid. What's Smite? Decimate feels so bad when you don't have the targets. Yeah, that's true. I've found it to be more useful than not. Okay. Let's do Hour of Revelation and Cleansing Nova. See what's cheaper. I'll pick whatever's cheaper. All right, Hour of Revelation's $1, and Cleansing Nova is also $1. So then the question is, which do I prefer? Oh, what about that? What about the one that's Awaken? What about the one that awakens? That could be actually pretty sweet. I forget the name of it though. Planar Outburst? Time Wipe? Planar Outburst. I think that one's kind of sweet. Destroy all non-land creatures. That can awaken, but it only destroys creatures. Is this stream also on Twitch? No, we're just trying out YouTube for now. Okay, so of these, I actually like Hour of Revelation the most. Don't hate. I think this mana base is a little bit sketch for doing triple white, but I think we'll get there. All right, we're at 102. We have 3 cards that we need to cut. Rivers would be a good way around Indestructible. Yeah. Bant Charm. I think we have enough removal now. I think that's fine. All right, what do we want to cut? Really like Yasharan. I think it's going to do a lot of work here. Grazer seems bad late game. It seems bad late game, but as a 1-drop, it's kind of the nuts. Or 1-drop, or I mean like a turn 1 play, turn 2 play, turn 3 play even. It's pretty nuts. I think that's fine. I don't really care about protection so much. Oh, we also have Broken Bond. I forgot that. Broken Bond's really sweet here. And here is Lithoforming. Probably we don't need Lithoforming. That doesn't seem great in our deck because we don't have that many Master Recursion things. Wildest Dreams is kind of meh. Yeah, could be. Could be. Animus Awaken, cut it? Nah, that's a beautiful X spell. I think we're gonna cut Explosive Vegetation because we have kind of like insane amounts. How much ramp do we have? 1, 2, potentially 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm just gonna count the ones that put a land into play as well. Does it play additional lands? So let's say 8, maybe 8-ish. 9. Maybe 10. 11. 12-ish. 13. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. This could give you a land. So let's say 19, 20, 21. Yeah. I think we can cut explosive vegetation. Do you have enough counters for proliferate creature to matter? I don't think so. Cut Living Twister, it's bad. I actually kind of agree with you on that one. But it does return a tap land you control to its owner hand. It's kind of good for landfall. It's not great otherwise, but it does return lands. Where's the abacus? Actually, I do have it here because we're gonna be recording. We're gonna be recording tomorrow, so I have the abacus with me. Add Moonfolk. Living Twister is terrible. Yeah, okay, fine. We'll take out the Twister. Goodbye, Twister. It does cost money to fix. Here he's Lithorming's kind of weak. Yeah, I agree with that. I do want to see it played. That's the only thing. I kind of want to see it played. But it's not particularly great in our deck here. Alright, we just need to cut out Lithoforming, so... How good is Retreat to Emeria? I think it's good enough. It makes tokens, and it pumps our creatures. It's not as good as Feldar Retreat, but I think it's good enough. I think we've already made all our cuts. Unless there's like something else we want to throw in. Yeah, this list is looking good. I'm not a fan of the tapped fetches in decks without type lands. Yeah, I mean, it's not the greatest, but it's that or like more basics, right? Hey, Tomer, did you leave Twitch? Kinda. I might set it up for next week. But for now, we're just doing YouTube because I didn't want to delay the stream anymore. Can you play Avengers? What do you mean by that? Chimerous Transformation? Do we need Chimerous Transformation? I really like Chimerous Transformation. It's a great card, but I'm not sure if it's necessary here. I think the rest of the deck's pretty solid. If there's like... Maybe Treacherous Terrain, though. I do like Treacherous Terrain a good bit. As a way to end games. But I guess we don't need to end games because we have enough stuff. Alright, this seems good. So we need to get these couple cards. Do I have them all? I might have them all, actually. Nope. Crucible Worlds? No, that's out of the budget by a little bit. Alright, let's just make a quick deck list so I can grab the cards. Scavenger Grounds. Hour Revelation. Struggle to Survive. Hull Breach. I think that was it, right? That was all the cards we added. Colony Ambush? Maybe. Ramming up Excavator is a little bit too expensive. I'll show you in a sec. Forgot about Ura. So these cards, kind of cheap. Kind of on the cheap side. But if you want to look at ramming up Excavator, I think it's over $2. $8.70. Dryad of Elysian Grove is like $10, so no. Unfortunately. Alright, this seems solid though. Let's buy these from Card Hoarder. Can we jam Cauldron in? I mean, you can always try, right? Man, I wish I bought my Tatyova deck before Zendikar Rising preview started. Yeah. A lot of the Lands Matter cards went up in price pretty fast. Dualcaster Mage and Ghostly Figure. That's it's a good combo, don't get me wrong, but it's kind of like I don't have any tutors for any of those effects, right? So it's not particularly great. Yeah, it's not that great in our deck just because I have no way to tutor up the Dualcaster Mage. I'm not running like Worldly Tutor. I'm not running any of like the tutor effects or Imperial Recruiter or whatever. And Ghostly Flicker is cute with like Omnath because you can reset the land count, but it's not particularly great. Struggle. Put that in. Scavenger. Rounds. Hello, Douglas. All right, so what were we taking out? I forgot. Oh, and then we had Hull Breach. I don't think Trade Routes is budget friendly. Pretty sure it's a couple dollars now. Okay, we're going to take out a Panorama for this, and then we're going to take out the Lithoforming, and we're going to take out the Living Twister, and then we're going to take out one more card, if I can remember what it was. Undead version. And you rented the Colony Ambush. Yeah. Yeah, we could put in the... Yeah, let's put in the ambush. Why not? Take it out for a forest. Oh yeah, Explosive Vegetation was out. And then we need one more cut. We didn't go down 37 lands. Explosive Vegetation out. Wildest Dreams. Thank you. That was the one. Wildest Dreams out. All right. Now we got a pretty sick deck. Okay, so we have 37 lands, and then we have 3 Moto lands that have useful utility to us. The Colony Ambush, the Balagad Recovery, the Ondo inversion, all good stuff. Omnath is too expensive. Yeah, most of the Omnaths are pretty expensive. All right, but this is pretty sweet. For $100, this list looks like a banger. So I think we're pretty good at this point. Hope the deck will land. Get out. I'm just gonna check. I'm gonna just check the YouTube stream, see how long the delay is. Perfect. 5-second delay. It's like, it's beautiful. I love it. All right, chat. We're good. We are ready. It is game time. Let us go. So no brawl. No thank you. We're going to create a game. It's not a clash. Nom. No watchers, actually. And boom. It's $100 excluding Omnath, right? No. I do not. I never exclude cards from the list, from the budget, except if it's like the card hasn't come out yet. But this card has been out for like a week already, so it is definitely part of the budget, my friend. This hand is very mediocre. It has 2 way slow drops. I like the Implacable Earth. I like the Marasa Root Grazer, but I think we could do better. I'm gonna mull it. This hand is kind of saucy. I think we don't do anything for a couple turns, and we're probably gonna have to discard down to hand size, but I think this hand's a little bit better. Yeah, we're going to keep this one. Grazer does nothing, only basics. The Grazer can do any land card. So, this is a bit of an awkward mana base, but I think we'll be fine. So, Gishath, Sisay, and Kells. All right. So we got the Sacrifice deck, we got the Legendary Tribal deck, and we got the Kill You Very Quickly Dinosaur deck. We'll see how this plays out. And returning viewer Teeler, or who I will call T in the video, snagging a spot at the table again. Root Grazer only puts basics? Yeah. But we're going to find a basic with these things. We might do stuff. Oh, I thought you were thinking Arboreal Grazer. Yeah, Root Grazer, yeah, not as great. I mean, we'll just play a land and pass. Who wants to bet that Sisay is a Shrines deck? I mean, Shrines just came out, and Sisay is the best commander for it. So I wouldn't be surprised. People really like the Shrine deck. Yeah, I mean, we have to discard a card. We're probably going to discard, like, the Spore Mound, right? Which, not a great card anyway, so I'm not too sad about it. But we do have, like, a turn 3 Risen Reef. It's not the worst. Praise the Shrine. I mean, at least I haven't gotten a lot of Shrine decks on my recordings, right? Which is kind of good. The last Sisay deck that showed up on a recording wasn't even Shrine Tribal. It was like it had shrines in it, but ooh, this is a saucy one. Budget Avenger Zendikar. All right, we're gonna discard a card. It's gonna be the Spore Mound. Spoiler alert. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the panoramas in this deck. I would probably cut all of them. I cut most of them, but I cut all of them. Too many colorless sources are just kind of bad for the deck, even though they can trigger a landfall. Is this too slow? We'll take out Spore Mound. Royal is a nice draw with Risen Reef in hand. Yeah, definitely. This is a nice little combo. So next turn, we're going to just drop a Panorama and Risen Reef. And then the turn afterwards, we'll see what we want to do. Gigantha. Would Gigantha be a reasonable upgrade for shrines? It depends. Like, there's obviously a downside. Um, like Giganthas makes a lot of mana, obviously, so it can theoretically like ramp you and speed up your gameplay faster than other decks. But Sisei is just such a powerful tutor engine for shrines. I don't know what really beats her, because she can find Sanctum of All, and then Sanctum of All starts finding everything else, and like the deck relies so heavily on finding Sanctum of All. All right, so it's probably almost definitely it's the Shrine deck showing up, because this is definitely an enchantress card, and all the shrines are enchantments. At least we have our revelation. We have ways to just wipe the board of enchantments of everything, really. So shouldn't be the worst. Did you make or find this deck? I made it from scratch in half an hour, and I just kind of went to EDH Rec. I looked at what people were jamming into the deck, and then I just made my own educated guesses and adjustments. Omnath kind of built itself as a thing. It's 4 colors, lands matters, specifically landfall. So you type into Scryfall, you type in like whenever a land enters the battlefield, and you put in all the cards that are good in that search engine, and then you put in the stuff like equal to the number of lands you control. Usually that will find you a bunch of really good suggestions as well. And then you just add some staples, and then boom, bam, you got an Omnath deck. Pretty simple. All right, we got Struggle to Survive. Very nice. We're going to just play our Risen Reef. Maybe hit a land. Don't want to be bad. Oh, we did hit a land. Nice. So if we had another colored source, we could drop down the Royal, but unfortunately we do not. But we did hit another elemental. That's kind of cool. You can go infinite, only your commander and Gigantha alone. If you have ways to untap Gigantha, for sure. All right, Dinosaur player's setting up. Sisei player hasn't dropped any shrines yet. And Kels, I'm assuming, is going to make us sacrifice our board. As they do. But they're still like a turn away. Ooh, Sword of the Anime. Very nice. Hello, hello, border. So, Teeler gets smacked. Are you playing the new Land Harmonicon? I am not. It is a great card, though, but it's like currently like $17, and this list is $100, including the commander. So, a lot of stuff that is really good for the deck, not in the budget. Not in the self-imposed budget. I could have done it higher budget, but people seem to really like budget restrictions, so I decided to keep it at $100. I usually try to do $50, but Omnath itself is like $36 right now, so making a $50 Omnath deck would be quite the challenge. Wonder how competitive you can make Omnath going with Ghostly Flicker and Dual Caster Mage. I mean, it's a good combo, but you're better off just like running that combo in like Inala, for example, right? Because you don't even need like you don't necessarily need the flicker effect in Inala. All right, so Teeler is going to be drawing a ton of cards. It's kind of scary. Whenever an opponent casts a spell from anywhere other than their hand, draw a card. Ghostly Piffler is really good in Commander, because anytime anybody plays their Commander, they draw a card, at the very least. But yeah, Teeler is definitely scary. I would say enemy number 1 at the table at the moment. Just because they've deployed very efficiently so far. Okay, so What can we do this turn? I don't think we have anything good. I think all of our colorless lands are kind of garbage. But Tomer, does Anala have 4 different arms? I mean, you got me there. uh, what do we do? I think we like crack this for a mountain and play Selesnya Sanctuary and pass. It's not a very exciting turn, but is Teeler in chat? Maybe. He is a viewer, so he was in chat at some point, but hopefully he doesn't stay in the chat while playing against me. I'll do a smack. Oh, I could have. Yeah, I could have done Blood of Woodland, I guess. Wait. 1, 2, 3. I wouldn't have enough mana for Blood of Woodland, I don't think, right? Did I just like oopsie on activating Blood of Woodland that turn? I don't think I had enough mana. It's 5 mana. All right, next turn we can start dropping some bombs. I think I'm just going to drop down Zendikar Royal. If you played Myriad Landscape, you had it, right? I did. Am I running? I am running Myriad Landscape. What is that Black Legend jumpstart? Kels. Fight Fixer. Kels is a powerful commander that chat is kind of obscuring. But it says, whenever you sacrifice a creature, you may pay either blue or black. If you do, you draw a card. And then you can pay 1 and sacrifice a creature to make it indestructible until end of turn. Streaming seems hard, the multitasking. I'm just terrible at multitasking. What could I say? All right, I didn't expect Joyra, but I welcome her. So next turn, we're just gonna... Oh no! Oh, I'm not sure who's getting smacked. But next turn, we're just probably gonna royal and play a land. I think. Oh, I'm getting smacked. Okay. Tomer, don't play the Shamu Foul Lane Vulture. I got you. Thank you, though. Yeah, Teeler's kind of going off at this point. Thank you, Imad. Sorry if I butchered the name. All right. So drawing 2 cards a turn, not bad. Definitely a slow start for us. We just didn't have any ramp. We have a ton of ramp in the deck. Joyra triggers off legendaries. Yeah, but Joyra, I usually see Joyra in like an artifact deck where she's super busted, where you just play a bunch of free artifacts and just like draw half your deck and then win off like a storm spell or something. Don't usually see her just like as in a like a legendary matters deck played like fairly. That's never something you see that often. You should play Royal first and then crack Blighted the turn after. Yeah, for sure. All right, Bloodline Keeper. I did not expect Bloodline Keeper. Is this also Vampire Tribal? No, it's not a red, but maybe. We could also play Omnath and then just draw a card, but that seems kind of meh. If we get Lucky Tomer, we can play like 5 lanes. Yeah, I mean, whatever the Risen Reef shows up, right? We can get anything with it. I think we just jam the Royal. Oh, we'll play a Blighted Woodland. Why not? I guess if we hit like, yeah, our blue swords doesn't matter. Okay, we got a trigger. Do we get something good? We do not get something good. I mean, Wargate's great, but it's not busted. Do we attack? We don't attack. We just chill. Playing with randos, yeah. I just set up the game. It instantly fills, and we start playing. I don't have any reserve spots. So next turn we have Bladed Woodland if we really want to, which is 2 Royal triggers, which is pretty sweet. If the Risen Reef survives, I feel like at this point somebody's gonna pick off our 1/1, and then we'll be very sad. I wouldn't even be surprised if a dinosaur just picks off the 1/1. Okay, I mean, it didn't get picked off, which is kind of good for us. Is Royal making the right token? I think so. I'm just gonna auto yield. Anywhere we can see the list? Yes, I think I can send you the list here. Aha, look at that. Look at that lack of delay. The trigger failed to land. That's the wrong token? That looks like the Amara token from like Ravnica. Good evening. Hello, hello. I think you can Blighted Woodland and Warp Landscape. I think so. This would be enough for Blighted Woodland. No. We're 1 mana short. If we hit a land with we can't. Yeah, we're 1 mana short because this is 5, right? So 2, 4, 5 activate Blighted Woodland, or like 4 mana and activate Blighted Woodland, get 2 lands. And then we play a lane drop, and in one of them's Warped Landscape. What? Okay, sir. Okay, sir. All right, you have my attention. This wasn't the shrine deck after all. Oh my god, the madman. Fair enough. Yeah, Sisay is also really good at assembling Kaldra. I think the one that I've seen like having the easiest time is the green-white Sisay, where they tap it and they just get a legendary, put it back in, into hand. But I guess this one might be even better because 5 mana goes directly onto the battlefield. Yeah, they're going for the Kaldra Dream. They're taking the Crim approach to try and kill me with a Kaldra, which I respect. See, people are learning how powerful Kaldra is. I think that's what's happening. I think people are wisening up to the fact that Kaldra's not a meme. Kaldra's real good, actually. Kaldra is the best equipment trio ever made, actually. You heard it here now. Soon the meta will change and people will be like, oh no, Kaldra's in my play group. How do I beat it? And the answer will be just like, play Kaldra. And then maybe one day they'll even ban Kaldra. That's what I'm aiming for. Ban Kaldra and Commander. Too strong. Me and my friend run a magic show called Mill Out. But you didn't respect Crim for trying it. I didn't respect Crim for trying it because Crim doesn't actually respect Kaldra. He makes fun of Kaldra. And the only reason why he runs Kaldra is because he wants to assemble it before I do and kill me with it. Just to troll me. That's why I don't respect Crim when he's going for Kaldra. That's why I try to kill him for it. Because he's doing it for the troll factor, not for the respect factor. Is there another equipment trio in the game? I don't think so, which makes it by default the best. Uh, Real talk though, its calls are very bad. It's, it, I mean, it's the best equipment. I don't know. I don't know what else to say. It's the best equipment. Like as a combo is very underwhelming. However, I say the shield and helm are good cards. They're all good cards. Don't you have the mana to play Omnath, drop warped landscape, activate landscape for one? Let's see. So if we play Omnath next turn, we get it's four mana. So we have 4 mana. We could play Warp Landscape and crack it. Yeah, we could probably do all of that. The problem is though, I think we have to crack. We have to tap Blighted Woodland to do all that first, right? So I don't think we can activate Blighted Woodland on a turn and cast Omnath. Omnath week? Oh my goodness. Alright, Tealer. Alright. Man. Yeah, we don't have enough to actually activate Omnath and Blighted Woodland. Tealer is really Crim, isn't he? No, no. He plays these type of decks. He's probably a disciple of Crim though, except he plays more lands than Crim. Do you drop an island and cast Omnath? I'm not sure why I would. I could do stuff next turn. I might do it. Yeah, I like the Lorwyn lands. I like the Lorwyn basics. It's a nice little panorama. If you didn't know, this is actually a panorama. If you put them together, they actually combine into one artwork, which is really cool. Oh, we could probably kill Teferi. I think we're gonna do that. Well, we can't kill Teferi, but we can put him down to 1. Instant Siege phasing will stop your fun. I mean, if he does it, Omnath, yeah, I guess he could phase out Omnath, but that's fine. He did not phase out Omnath. He ticked up. Do the thing. Oh, I'm going to do the thing unless I eat a counterspell right now. I like that he's also a... I like that he's also an elemental. He has the mana. I will play a land. Thank you. Wee! Wee! Going off. Land deck. Fair. Fair and balanced. Is this what standard is like? Have we gone full standard here? I don't even need to play and use Warp Landscape at this point. We're just doing it. Wee! Yay! This is not even like, this wasn't even like a magnificent setup, right? This is just, we just played some basic cards and this happened, which is fantastic. Standard moment. Remember, this is a $100 deck with $35 being Omnath itself. So, all right, let's keep spinning that wheel. Okay, we got Sakura Tribe Elder. Fine. All right, what do we even do with all our mana now? What do we even do with all our mana? We could like, huh? Oh my nath. Do we get something with like Wargates? We could probably Wargate something out. Crack the land, crack the land. All right, but so 1, 2, 3, 4 mana. We can find a 4-drop. Is there a 4-drop in our deck that we care about? Wargate for Azusa? I think we actually have a pretty sick play, actually. So we have a 4-drop that I just added to the deck. And I think it's really good. Okay, we could do like Felidar. Blighted Woodland Crack, Wargate. Alright, chat. You shall see. See and behold. Alright, let's make another thing. Yes. Okay, Valakut, very good. Okay, I actually I didn't realize what I wanted to get, but basically it's, oh, opponent has a response. Ah, alright, fine. Fine. What I was going to get is Felidar Retreat, not a Shaya. It was either Felidar Retreat or Yasharn Implacable Earth. I wasn't really sure which one at the time, but whatever. That was a pretty good turn, though. Let's attack Tealer, though. That's a Swan. Yeah, there's something odd happening with Magic Online right now. Usually you get a Swan, but this time you got like an Eagle, which might be an upgrade. Who knows? The bird is blue. The bird is blue, friends. So, yeah, I think I was going to get Yasharn, which would stop players from paying life or sacrificing non-land permanents to cast spells or activate abilities, which is pretty nasty. Ashai's not in the deck. No, this is a $100 deck, including Omnath. So all this grossness is happening on an extreme budget, where Omnath's like half its requirement, or half the deck's budget is Omnath. Now, what to discard? I have some ideas. They're probably going to be lands. Let's get rid of this land. Get rid of this land. Get rid of probably the Murasa Grazer. That's it. Keep the Warp Landscape. Well, that was not a bad turn. Could have been worse, honestly. Probably should have also gotten rid of the Balaged recovery, but whatever. Yeah, turns out Omnath's pretty good. Turns out land decks are good in Commander. Big shocker, I know. But turns out decks that are centered around lands in a format that doesn't like blowing up lands ends up being really good. Who knew? Tomer, can you do a Budget Commander party Tazri, please? I think it'd be super fun. Jank. I built 6 drops, by the way. It's awesome. Well, thank you, Tom, for building the 6 drop deck. It is pretty awesome. The party deck, I'll be honest, I'm not feeling it myself. It is super jank. It just the problem with it is like the you have to get kind of creative with it, which is the appealing part. Is you have to get creative with it to fill a full 99 card deck. The payoffs though are not that insane, and what more excites me about the party cards is actually that you can take the best party cards and just put them in tribal, which is what I plan on doing. Use Balaged to get back Wargate. I mean, I could probably reap the past to get everything. As if Armageddon would help here. I mean, it wouldn't suck. Do you have a favorite commander or archetype at least? Okay, so my favorite commander is probably... Okay, my favorite archetype are decks that attack to draw cards. So, Edric Spymaster Trest, the new Akiri one, Yuriko is another one. Basically, anything that says like attack and draw cards and is tempo, that is my favorite archetype. So my favorite decks, I have a tribal deck that is all about just like playing a whole bunch of, changelings and then all the best tribal cards, and they're all focused on attacking. So that's my style of tribal. But then I have Edric Spymaster Trest. I'm soon going to be having a Boros Kaldra deck. So it's based around Kaldra. And it's going to be Akiri, the new Akiri, which is all about like if you have equipment and you attack players and deal combat damage with equipped creatures, you draw cards. So there's definitely a theme here, right? It's all about attacking and drawing cards for me. That's what makes me happy in Commander. Tomer, ever thought of a full lands matter Commander Clash? Play with less degenerate land commanders. That could be pretty sweet, actually. We have enough variety in the Land Masters card pool that we could make a couple different ones that are pretty sweet. Yeah, thanks for the idea. I don't care about the tribal. I want Linvala in my Angel tribal to be. Yeah, Linvala is sweet. Just in general, Linvala is going to be a sweet card. This is a Kamal's Druidic Vow for 8. That's not bad. So they just go to the graveyard. So they only missed with like two cards, and then 6 went onto the battlefield. Not bad. And Sisse is huge, so that's also kind of cool. I'm sensing a board wipe. If we board wipe, we're probably going to reap the past and get a bunch of stuff back or something like that. What about Borborygmos and Keen Sense or Snake Umbra? I think maybe Snake Umbra as like a way to give Omnath protection would be interesting. But I'm not gonna. I think maybe Borborygmos might be. Yeah, Borborygmos might be a good way to dump excess lands from your hand as action, and it does work well with Curiosity. So yeah, I can see it. All right, we're getting hit for 3. Cool. Guess we'll take it because Sisei flies now. So we'll take the 3. Reap when you have 7 cards in hand seems bad. Yeah, I'll really want the Risen Reef back on the battlefield, though, is the thing. It's so good. Yeah, I don't think Risen Reef's living, though, on Teeler's turn. I think there's a board wipe happening. Because a board wipe with a Teferi ticking up is a pretty sweet deal. You have recover if it goes bye-bye? Yeah, I mean, I could also just recovery the Risen Reef. So that would be 6 mana total to replay it. And then just dump a bunch of other things onto the battlefield. Tomer, what do you think of Scoot Swarm? I think Scoot Swarm's a nice card in theory and in paper, but it's probably going to be miserable online just because both programs struggle to deal with that many tokens all having their own separate landfall trigger. So as long as they code it okay and it works okay online, then I think it's a good card. If they struggled with it and they knew it would be a struggle and they made it anyway, then probably that's a little bit of a design oopsie. But I mean, I'm optimistic that they are aware that was going to be an issue and, fix their programs accordingly. For me, it's been Saheeli, Brea, Artifact decks, and probably some Tribal decks. Let's have to play group. Yeah, Tribal and Artifacts are pretty popular archetypes, but the nice thing is that because they're so popular, there's a lot of different variety within them, which is really cool to see. I was influenced by you to play something akin to Edric. I built Kazur, Akima, Unblockables, so it wouldn't get so many frowns on my playgroup, but Edric is there. That's awesome. Yeah, that's what I like to do is having like secret Edrics is also really, really fun. I probably binge watch the whole Commander class since I started playing. Definitely my favorite one. Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate that. Worst part is keeping track of mutate on Square. Oh, that would be pretty sweet. That would be kind of crazy. All right. I'm assuming the boards are getting wiped by Teeler. The thing that scares me though is if there's a board wipe and the Teferi is just allowed to continue ticking, kind of sucks. Is Vandal Blast in our budget? Probably, but I mean, I think like if Vandal Blast is like over $2 at any given point, I think it's okay to just run like Mog Salvage, or just like Bifrost. Bifrost does a pretty good job of imitating Vandal Blast most often. So I don't really feel bad just running Bifrost if there's a budget constraint. Vandal Blast is better though. Don't you like 12-minute turns? I play Magic just for that. Oh, 100%. I mean, I'm just a bad player, so I'm very slow. So when I have a lot of things to do, a 5-minute turn for a regular person like Seth or Richard will take me like 12 minutes by itself that way. I think the reverse Scoot Swarm would be a nightmare in paper. No, I don't think Scoot Swarm is actually a nightmare in paper just because it's really easy to like keep track of it, right? You just have you bust out your phone and it's all just exponentially growing things. So like, it's going to be 1, then 2, then like 4, then 16, then 256 or something like that. 250, something like that. And then after that, it's going to be thousands. And once you reach a certain point of Scoot Swarms, once you went over like the 4-digit mark, it doesn't really matter how many Scoot Swarms you have. You just say, I have enough, right? I have enough. And if you get to attack with them, you win. If you get to sacrifice them all with Azul Port Cutthroat, you win. So it's not that big of a deal, at least on paper. Online, though, it's more annoying because you have to have all those triggers resolved. That's the annoying thing. Asia Tribal, L was my first EDH deck back before Rafel's was banned. Aw, sad times. You can nuke to Fairy again with Omnath. Assume recast isn't countered. Yeah, we could. If you add a Terror of the Peaks on the field before going off, you win. What is Terror of the Peaks? What does that do? I'm looking it up right now. Is that the Fling? Oh, that is sick. That is a sick card. $13 though, so hence. Oh, they have infinite mana. Or I mean, they have infinite. They have infinite death triggers now. Do they win? Our opponent has Gravecrawler, which can be cast from the graveyard because they have a zombie on the battlefield. And they have Phyrexian Altar, so they can sacrifice Gravecrawler to Phyrexian Altar, make a black mana, use that black mana to recast Gravecrawler for infinite sacrifice effects, infinite leave the game triggers, infinite enter the battlefield triggers. So as soon as they have a Zulaport Cutthroat, we've lost. So we have to actually dismantle their board state like right now. Actually, we could just get rid of it with Survive. So if we really need to, we can get rid of it with Survive. Yeah, but as soon as Teeler has Skull Clamp, right? He has Skull Clamp on the battlefield. He's going to be drawing a ton of cards. He's going to find a Zulaport Cutthroat very quickly, I assume. Maybe next turn. So we have to deal with his board state now, or else we just lose. 3 lands, Omnath, go Burr. Yeah. Let's see what we want to do here. Oh, we can make a lot of land drops, is a thing. That is a land drop. Man, this deck is something, isn't it? Risen Reef is a good card, isn't it? Mary Shepherd, nice to meet ya. Let's just auto yield to these. I must say, for a $100 deck, this deck is performing quite well. Quite well indeed. Alright, I'm assuming Teeler's got something going on, right? At the very least, he can activate... Yeah. Yeah, there it is. Oh, I should have maybe cracked the Blighted Woodland. Yeah, I should have cracked the Blighted Woodland. That was a mistake. Yeah, I didn't sack it in response. Oops. Alright, so we have 5 left time? Possibly. We can attack. They have 1, 2, 3, 4 blockers. So we can kill Teferi with these 5 attackers, essentially. But yeah, I think we're just gonna Play Phyleth. Or draw a bunch of cards. No, I'll play Phyleth. We only make two. We only make two plants, but that's fine. Ooh, Springbloom Druid. I do not mind Springbloom Druid. All right, let's attack. And let's kill that blocker. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. 4 attackers. You were supposed to crack Blighted and respond. Yeah, for more plant tokens, I can see that, but I still want to cast Struggle to Survive. No. I have to spend 5 mana on Struggle to Survive right now. And then I want to cast Secure Tribe Elder and stuff. And like Springbloom Druid. I think this is fine. Go for Steve after Survive. Not sure why he's blocking with everything. Struggles only play creature, not players. So that is why. Yeah, that's fine. I think we have to kill the Sisay after this. ST Eve. Oh. Wanna go struggle? Go for Steve after Survive. I mean, struggle would be, this is 1, 2, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 mana to work with. I'll probably just go Springbloom Druid afterwards. Do we kill him? Do I kill the Kels with struggle, or make them sacrifice another creature with struggle? Do I kill Sisay? I think I kill Sisay still. I think it's all fine. Yeah, I'm gonna cast Survive to get rid of the graveyard, which is all we really need at this point. Milling me. Four. There, we have enough. And then we Spring Bloom Druid. All right. That was a good turn. And now 2 more landfall triggers. Two more elementals. Put that on the battlefield. More token triggers and everything. Yeah, this is pretty. This is not bad. What happened to Omnath? Omnath's still on the battlefield. Oh, he got phased out. Teferi phased him out. Feels bad. All right, that was not bad at all. Let's get rid of probably the Valakuts. Yeah. Is this live? It is. Who's a thunk landfall decks for good? Yeah, I am just surprised, you know? Just surprised here. Hi, Yeah, Song of Creation, I thought, this is a cute card. Is it good in this deck? I don't know. Obviously, it's not good when I have a handful of card draw, which is where I want to be. But I feel like if I am in top deck mode or just low on cards, then Song of Creation could be super good. So far, so good, though. Can't complain. No! They finally got rid of it. No, man. No. Can we save it? We can't. All right. Well, I guess it did good, right? It it did fine. It did all right. Wee! More. No more shenanigans. Feels bad. Cut before it's time. F's in the chat for Risen Reef, my friends. Oh well. I don't know how we're gonna survive now. There goes everything. Even in death it gives you a land. Yeah. It did good. A pretty good 3-drop, I would say. I had a notification and you shut down the stream, and then I get this notification and you're already in a game with a huge board say. I feel it might be a Time Lord. You know a deck is going off when they need to path to Reef and not the Joyra. Yup. I feel like this board state is going to get board wiped, right? Like, Teeler has like 8 cards in hand, but I think we're okay with board wipes at this point. Song of Creation is now attractive. Maybe. I think we're just going to cast Prime Seeker Zagana and like draw a billion cards off one of our giant plants. I think that's the play right now. We could also Bring to Life for something, but I don't know what that something is. I'm not familiar with the deck list yet. But there might be some spice. I'm looking now. We could just drop down Yasharn and then stop our opponents from using Phyrexian Altar. Because I don't think we have a creature that gets rid of artifacts. Do you have Pull from the Blind Eternities? I don't. I'm okay with Risen Reef getting exiled, honestly. Who's Afro's commander? It's Sisse. Sisse, Weatherlight Captain, finds a lot of legendaries. Real good. Real good card. I think they're trying to assemble Kaldra. Pretty sure that's their game plan here. Oh, they got Gigantha. Yeah, Gigantha to do another Felidar trigger. Getting, I guess, I don't know, Shield of Kaldra? Would be my guess. How is Omnath? Omnath's doing well. He's doing pretty good. He's having a good day, I think. What to get? For now on Kaldra, are you really playing Commander? Well, who's to say my deck doesn't have Kaldra as well? Oh. That's some spice. And now untap Gigantha and do another thing. They're kind of comboing off. All right, we're looking for a way to wipe the board, I guess. Or just attack Afro for a lot of damage. That also works. Have I been impressed with new Omnath? Yeah, definitely. Very strong. Just making a bunch of mana is very strong. How's your day been? Good. Definitely good. Kind of tired, as is, it's a long day. But, yeah, you know, felt good today. How have you been? The old player removal. I'm just setting into the stream. What monstrosity is this? Yeah. 5-color Omnath is inevitable, yeah. Probably like a week, another year or two. How valuable is Forsaken Monument in Kozilek decks? It's one of the best cards in Kozilek decks. Just doubling your mana is insane. So what's our game plan this turn? So they can untap, they can use Samut to untap Gigantha and activate Sisse one more time and get back something. Teeler has 9 cards in hand and has at least half their combo on the battlefield. We kind of just want a board wipe at this point, like an Hour Reckoning or something. to just get rid of all the shenanigans on the battlefield. Are you running a landfall deck? Yes, I am. Forsaking Monument slots right into 5-color colors with Drazi Tribal. No, I don't think so. The problem is that Forsaking Monuments, the most, like 90% of its power lies in its colorless mana doubler effect. If you're not taking advantage of the mana doubling effect, then the card is pretty bad. Or pretty poorly costed for what it does. Like, the Void Eldrazi 5-color will not really get that much value out of its mana doubling, and you get the Anthem effect and you get some life gain, but it's not worth running for those two things. I have to ask, are you running all the other Omnaths in this deck? No, this deck is a budget deck, so it's $100, including the commander, which is $35 right now. So the other Omnaths are kind of expensive. I would put Angry Omnath in a heartbeat in this deck because it'd be pretty sweet, but yeah, they're not in here. 4-color Angry Jellybean. Yeah. How's that going? It's pretty well. Doing pretty good. Our opponents are doing some crazy stuff too, except for the dinosaur player. Poor dinosaur player is not doing as much. But everybody else seems to be going off. Taylor's just drawing a ton of cards. What version of Omnath is your favorite and why? What version of my favorite? I think new Omnath is probably my favorite just because it's 4 colors. It has very powerful effects. And you can run a bunch of cool cards. Ooh, what? Ooh, Phylath got removed. All right, cool. So yeah, I think new Omnath is my favorite. Angry Omnath, I think, is very powerful. But the problem is that Angry Omnath, kind of like, it's a 6-mana commander. If it enters the battlefield and stays on the battlefield for like 1 or 2 turns, you win the game. More often, people will see you win the game super fast with Angry Omnath, and then they'll just kill Angry Omnath a lot. And Angry Omnath does not do well to being recast multiple times. Let me tell you. So that's the problem with Angry Omnath. It's very much all or nothing. Whereas this Omnath, he goes onto the battlefield, you make a bunch of mana, you draw a card, you do a bunch of cool things, and it's not going to win you the game, but you got a lot of value. And then if he dies, whatever. I mean, he's now what, 6 mana to cast the second time? That's fine. And like, the deck's not built around this Omnath. It's just like a happy bonus. What is your Twitch channel? I prefer to watch stream there. I'm at /Budget Commander, but I'm not streaming on Twitch right now. Just YouTube's right now. How many basic lands would you run on a lower budget Locus of Creation? I think you could do like 15 basic lands and be pretty happy with it. Oh, there it is. Does he have the combo? He has Zulaport Cutthroat on the battlefield. Does he have Gravecrawler and just win the game? Is there a deck list? Yeah, got you. So can we bring to light anything? I really don't think we have anything that kind of just like wins us or stops our opponents, really. Which kind of sucks. We can like bring to light a Tetyova and then start drawing cards from there, but that's not really. Bring to light Yasharn? I mean, at this point, the problem is that Teeler absolutely has like removal for Yasharn right now. So if I drop Yasharn, yeah, it could theoretically slow him down, but he has 8 cards in hand. He'll find some answer to Yasharn. That's not a problem. It would have been good if I played it before he drew a billion cards. Okay, so I think what we're going to do here is we're going to draw like a ton of cards off Prime Speaker Zagana and then reevaluate. Play a land first? I mean, I could, but I don't see why. I'd also rather find an untapped land over grasslands. Alright. Afro Magic is going to untap Gigantha, activate Gigantha to make a bunch of mana, and then spin the wheel on Sisei again. Do they have a counter spell for Prime Speaker's Gigantha that they can search up? Hello, hello? Never mind, forgot Phyllis was on the battlefield. Yeah, Phyllis exiled. Or else I would have played a land first. Then maybe cracked like a Evolving Wilds or something. Heroes Podium. Okay. That is some big creatures. Some very big creatures. We will draw 9 cards. See what happens. Was making budget Omnath on a budget hard? No, not at all. Very easy. Very easy. So what can we do this turn? We could like straight up just kill Afro. I think. I think we're gonna do that. Cause he's getting a little bit scary. I think we're gonna probably not gonna crack this turn. I don't think. Is that Genesis Ultimatum? It's just the Jeskai one, Inspired Ultimatum. I think we're gonna play Retreat to Myria, give our creatures +1/+1 a bunch of times. And then what? Like, we could play an additional land this way? I think this is okay. So we cast this. Crack. Is there any 5-drop? There's really not. I guess we can flip the indestructible creature. That could also be fun. All right, let's Let's play lands. Make a bunch of stuff. Oh, they have something else? Okay, sure. Make more dudes. I guess the ordering doesn't really matter. Oh, we can only get a 4-drop off this too. Maybe we play Mina and Den. I think Mina and Den would be good. Mm. Oh, that's black. Ah. Oh, that could have been good. Maybe. I'm not even sure, honestly. Maybe getting like Tetyova or whatever. But I think here we'll just grab like we get Yasharn. Ah, heck it. Let's play Yasharn. Herbert can make black. I know. I think Yasharn's actually pretty sweet. If they don't have an answer to Yasharn, we just stop them from doing things. We'll cast that. Got the boar. Boar is really good. Get a forest. Get a plains. All right. I think we're good to attack. All these cards at Afro. So that's 36, 40. Do you have a deck list? No. Well, let's go like that. Let's go killing. Actually, this would be... Might be lethal already. It's probably lethal. I'm assuming. Just a little off the top, exactly. Captain's not gonna die? Yeah, he will. He's not indestructible when he's flipped down. I'm pretty sure this kills Afro. Completely random, exactly. Oh, Yasharn shuts down my own Sakura Tribal there, by the way. That's kind of funny. Whoops. Hopefully that doesn't bite me. Alright, that I guess that was enough damage. Let's just Steve cannot die. Let's just play this. And then pass. Yes, all the sack to searches don't work. Which is it's fine. I really don't like Spore Mound. Let's get rid of like everything but these. Maybe Yossa's Song of Creation. Yeah, this is fine. Boom. Alright, that was a good turn. That was a good turn. Also shuts down your sack to search lands, yeah. Yeah, it's basically, does Teeler have a removal spell for your Sharn? I assume they will, but we'll find out. Alright, I'm assuming it's Gishat time. They're just gonna go smack. Oh, okay. Right on. No response. At least we're gonna get a lot of ramp out of this. Big oof. I mean, is it really though? Like, you're gonna see how many landfall triggers we're about to get, right? Retrita, Maria, and the Royal are both on the battlefield. It's not as bad as you think it would be. And the Dino that comes back into the game, not really. Maybe. I mean, I guess we've run out of basics to get, right? Like, we only have these many. These are literally all the remaining basics in our deck. But it should still be enough. Yeah, we could have gotten 18. We got however many this was. Which is fine. Yes, return to the command zone. And then follows it up with Armageddon. If he follows it up with Armageddon, we also win. Which was a faster way to make these tokens. If he has a follow-up board wipe, that would be very impressive. Yeah, the Dino deck's playing control, yep. Yep. Yeah, come on, MTGO. This is the part where everything crashes. Our Beanstalk Giants at 22-22 also. That's kind of fun. Yeah, if they have Blasphemous Act, they got it. Otherwise, we have a pretty lethal attack next turn. Despite not getting 18 triggers, we got 9 or whatever, and that's fine. Why are there so many triggers? We got Zendikar's Royal and Retreat to Ameria both going off, which is kind of nice. Do. So 9 of each. Question is, who do we kill next turn? We can kill so many people next turn. So many people to die, so little time. The new guy that triggers lands 2 times in the deck, is it expensive or worth it? It's definitely worth it. It's one of the best cards, for sure. But it's like $17, $20 right now, so it's not in this list. This is a $100 list. With Omnath included, so there's some budget constraints to the deck. But despite the budget restraints, it's still doing just fine, so that's fun. Yeah, I got Winds of Abandon on me. Opponent cast Winds of Abandon and got rid of 18 of my creatures, and I had 9 basics left in my deck, so... 9 landfall triggers from Retreat to Ameria and Zendikar's Royal. It was pretty good. It's kind of crazy how much of my stuff got exiled. Like, there was Winds of Abandon, there was Reality Shift, and then there was also a Path to Exile. So all the removal that hit me so far has been exile effects, which feels bad when you have a Reap the Past. Yeah, I still think I'm killing Tealer first. Think you kill them both? I mean, there's always a chance. I can like recast Omnath and then go off. If there's no board wipe, no, Tomer should win if he doesn't punt. I mean, that's a pretty big if, right? I'm pretty sure Tealer has something to wipe the board. I would be shocked and appalled if he didn't, with 7 cards in hand. Play 2 lands in good game? Yeah. Let's play 3 lands? Yeah, I mean, I have that. I have that ability. Tomer, his own worst enemy? Yeah, probably. That's also fair. Ooh, this is a new pathway land. Aw. Okay. Our hand goes away. That's not as good. We do have Hull Breach, though, so that gets rid of, like, some of the problematic stuff, I guess? I don't know. Yeah, Beanstalk Giant doesn't work. Farseek doesn't work. Explorer. All these cards don't work now. Yeah, this is actually... That was actually not great for us. Because we just lost, like, all our card draw. Yeah, these are all dead cards. Well, Explorer can still get something. But all 3 of these cards are dead. No non-basics for Farseek? Nope. Panorama is a land, yes. Rada is also a finisher, yes. But I don't think we're killing our opponents this turn now. Maybe we still kill Tealer. But that windfall was definitely pretty brutal for what we drew instead. Anyone else can hear Tomer PC? Yeah, I need to fix that. So, yeah, as soon as my computer starts playing any mildly intensive program, you can hear like a little bit of a faint buzzing sound in the background. And I think that's it. It didn't happen with my older rig, which was much worse. It might have been when I was like plugging in like the audio or something. I didn't plug it in correctly, or I need like an external sound card. I think I didn't plug it in correctly. Yeah, he's still digging. He's getting there. He's looking for that infinite. He's still looking for that infinite. Can he find it? When was the last time you cleaned it? Not recently, but like I built my computer. It's a brand new computer, like 3 months old. Rada plus Explore may get used second land for lethal. Yeah, that's true. Is there a list for this deck? Yeah, I got you. Yo, Sir Simic, what's up? Yeah, Tealer keeps spinning the wheels, looking for the combo. He drew like half his deck. He drew literally half his deck, searching for something. He's got the Phyrexian altar. He needs like one more piece, I guess. I don't know. Gravecrawler plus like a Blood Artist or something will do it. I'm sure there's a lot of variants. Or he just needs to find a board wipe. If he finds a board wipe, then we can't kill him. No overwhelming stampede in the deck leagues feels like an oversight. It's not needed, honestly, because we have a bunch of token creators, right? We have pumps for them, like Retreat to Emiria and Felidar Retreat. Both are token generators and pump effects. So it's honestly not needed. Oh, he can steal. He's going to steal our enchantments. That's one way of dealing with it. Okay, but yeah. Will we have lethal to kill? Because this is if he has a land drop still, maybe he can put enough blockers to live. There was a turn if you could have won if you bring to light for it. Bring to light for what? Because Bring to Light doesn't find enchantments. If you meant Felidar Retreat, it can't get enchantments. Don't know where it is. Bring to Light. Are they looking for Enchanted Evening? Oh, they found the board whip. They got there. Do they have also a land to play? Whoever manages the MTG website, blessed for making the dark version. That's Richard. Richard is the coder and odor and everything of the Gulf of Wishives. So I will pass that along. I really like it. Everything else burns. So, all right. They play Wayfarer's Bauble. Do they have a land? They also just might time out. All right, what do we do on this turn? We have a lot of mana, but nothing to do with it. Rada will destroy, but I mean, just consider how many cards Tealer's drawing each turn. I highly doubt uh, they will not have an answer to Rada. Unfortunately. All right. I think we cast Omnath. You need to hull breach that Skull Clamp? Probably. Alright, we draw a card, right? That's step number one. Alright, that's not what we want either. Let's tracker. Then we'll Urban Evolution? Or let's explore first. Oofed. Let's bring to light. I guess we'll just play the land. Naya Panorama to shuffle? Well, let's bring to light first. Or not bring to light, Urban Evolution first. Ah, I can't tap. Let's tap like this. All right, draw some cards. Okay. Okay. Still couldn't find. Okay. Let's destroy target artifact and enchantment. Let's get rid of the clamp and the Bitter Blossom, or I guess the Zendikar. Zendikar's pretty beefy. Rada. And she doesn't have haste. Not the Blossom? Oh, yeah. I got you. Let's cycle this. I think we can Nature's Claim like the Phyrexian. We can crack this and we don't have any more basics, so we can't grab any more lands. Cultivate and nets you mana. Yeah, we don't have any more basics to grab. All of these cards don't do anything. No more basics. I guess we save. We couldn't find another land to play with Rada. We're running low on land supply, so it makes sense, but yeah, we'll just keep it like this. Rada's ability can get big. She can get big. That's her ability. I don't have any non-basics. It's a budget deck, so there's no other duels. What platform is this? It's Magic Online. Canopy Vista we might throw in. Yeah. The deck does have 16 basics. It's just we got greedy with Winds of Wrath. Oh, that's cool. I like that. That completely shuts down all the tokens. I like it. I'm assuming this is a big-ish hat at this point. Yep. Hello, Gishath. This is a budget list. This is $100, so a lot of the cards that you would think would fit or would go into an Omnath deck and are good in an Omnath deck just aren't in the budget. All right, Carl smells blood in the water. If Gishath wins from here, I'd be okay with that. Yeah, I'd be okay with that too. The Gishath play hasn't had time to actually play the game, so I'm okay with them actually enjoying the game a little bit. They have 50 minutes left, and we have like 23. Just to keep in mind. Also, since we don't have any more lands to find, it could really be that we just can't win at this point. We've quickly run out of steam now that we don't have lands to play. If we have some way to get everything back. The problem is we have lands to play. They're all in our graveyard though. So we lost Bala, Ged, Recovery, and Reap the Past when our hand got wheeled. So if our hand didn't get wheeled, we'd be absolutely fine. I don't think I have any other spells that get back all our stuff. We have like Mina and Den to bounce, but I think they're already dead. I think Mina and Den already died. Or got exiled. Maybe. Maybe they're still in the deck. I'm not sure. We have some land bounce. Do we have Splendid Reclamation? No. That was $4, so I took it out. It's not that great unless you have like a lot of fetch lands. And we have fetch lands, but they're kind of bad. Should run Sun Titan? Probably. I didn't check the price. Is Mending a Dominaria budget? Probably. Alright, Tealer has 8 cards in hand, is at 4 life. We have a negate in hand. Is that a combo? Can be the Scarab God. Okay. I think that's okay. So they can turn into Scarab God, I guess. Or they can use the Scarab God's ability, I guess, to start making a bunch of big beasties. That could be fun. Yeah. Necrogoose is a combo if he has Mike and Shrike. He doesn't have to be Golgari. If he has Mikaela and Hallowed and Triskelion, he can combo off. If he has both in his deck, I mean, in his graveyard. So Tealer is just a big old combo deck. I hope one stream we get to watch you build a deck from scratch to see your processes alongside what we already get in your primers. I actually did that. So I did semi from scratch twice. I did Eureka and the Blind Seer streams the past 2 weeks where I just had some like basic cards and then we finished out the deck together. But if you guys want to see like just a full like deck building brew session where I show you my entire process on how to build a budget commander, I can do that. That could be fun. And here is lithoforming is less than $1. Yeah, it would be interesting here, I guess. All right, let's see what our opponent does. Is that 4 life? Exile target creature. Getting back Regisaur Alpha. Okay. I'm pretty sure we have to somehow get 3 landfall triggers on Omnath with like no more lands in our deck. So that's going to be kind of tough. But if we get 4 landfall triggers, we win with Omnath. Yeah, they're gonna eat the graveyards for if they don't have anything better. If we manage to somehow trigger Omnath, that would be crazy. We still die to Gishath though if we do. But I'm okay dying to Gishath. Why did you go evil, Tomer? What do you mean? What non-budget commanders do you own? I have... Well, so, like, my paper decks all have a budget limit in the sense where I'm not willing to pay a certain amount of money for a card. But, like, my most expensive decks, for example, I have everything tribal. Or tribal. And that deck is... Reform, okay. Alright, this is fine. That everything tribal deck has basically the main board, or the non-land cards are pretty much all the cards that I wanted to put in the deck. But the lands are not perfect. I still need the fetch lands. And I've been holding off hope that maybe they'd have a decent reprint this year when they said they're going to reprint fetch lands, and that didn't turn out. So at this point, I bought the allied fetch lands, but I'm still holding off for the enemy fetch lands, which are going to get reprinted next year. So that's like my least budget deck is probably my tribal deck. Do you play with foils in real life? On some occasion, I do. Oh man, it's going off with the. I guess it's too late to stop the Phyrexian altar mana. But maybe that should have been what we were doing. You know what? Let's just do it now. I want to tap out too. Let's just kill this. Oh, this also gives him life. That was probably bad. Oh no. That was probably bad. He went to 8 life now. That's not good. Oops. That's a punt. Would be funny if we survived because of that. I mean, our main way to kill him was with the 4 damage from Omnath on our turn. I think we're just gonna... We're gonna activate this just to shuffle our library. Growth Spiral. Come on now. Alright. I just wanted the auto yield. I'm not sure if he can maybe mill us out. Yeah, we only have 35 cards left. He's not gonna mill both of us out though. We have 29 cards remaining. You can mill 11, 14, 19. He can mill us out. Might be better to take out Dino Nom. No, we're dead. I think he's gonna mill us out this turn. Yeah, that's a GG. I don't think we had anything we could stop with that. Because I just had a negate in hand. I guess we could have hit the Alter Dementia, but then he could have just done all of this all on his turn. Or in response. Gem Razor. He might die to dinos. He might die to dinos. I'm not sure. Depends what the last 4 cards are, right? Because Gishath can get Rogue's Passage on it, and then he dies. If basically Carl can pump Crack the Clue on the upkeep. I don't even have a clue. Oh, I have a clue. Yeah. Yeah, I guess Teeler wanted to come in second because he just like milled us out, and now he might be dead on board, I assume. If Carl has any way to pump Gishath by 1 damage, or if he has a way to give his other stuff trample, he wins. Actually, Teeler's dead on his upkeep because of the Bitter Blossom. So if he attacks with Gishath unblockable, and then Bitter Blossom just kills him. So I guess Teeler just wanted to go out swinging. All right, good game. Crack the Clue on upkeep. Yeah. All right. Well, that was a pretty sweet showing. Yeah, the Omnath deck for $100 did real good. Let's see if Carl figures out the line. He's at 8. He's dead to Bitter Blossom on his upkeep. So all he has to do is give Gishath unblockable and he wins. I want to see if he figures it out though. He might not. GG. If the first Omnath were Omnath and the second were Bombnath, what are the third and fourth called? I have no idea. Oh, okay, that'll do it too. Um, all right, so recap. This is the Omnath deck. Boom. $100 Omnath. Did real good, I think. Oh, I guess if you want to see the ending, I'm pretty sure. Carl's about to finish it. By the way, if you want to see the deck, it's $100, including Omnath, who's $35 of the dollars of the 100. It's very good. The only downside that we had at the end was maybe need a finisher though. No, absolutely not. So our finishers, just as a heads up, is we have a bunch of token makers. So we have like Ameria, we have Spore Mound, we have Phylath, we have Rampaging Baloths, we have Zendikar Royal, Retreat to Ameria, and then we have pump effects too. So we don't really need to pump our tokens. Once we have enough tokens, we just win, right? But Felidar Retreat and Retreat to Ameria could also pump our tokens once we do have them to expedite the kill thingy. On top of that, we just have a bunch of like big beaters. So Prime Speaker Zagan is going to be huge. We have like a bunch of like random like 4/4s or whatever. Omnath is also burning everybody for 4 each turn essentially. So the deck does not need win conditions. It is absolutely fine in terms of win conditions. It kills real easy. Do we play more lands? No. So we have 37 lands. We have all the Karus, which work really well. What I would do in the future though is I would cut all the like warp landscape. I'd cut the panoramas. I'd cut. They're just really terrible. They're just slow. They tap for colorless. They're just bad. So I would cut all of them and I would put basic lands instead. The deck should have more win conditions. It honestly has plenty of win conditions. I don't know. The deck just wins. Like you don't actually need dedicated win conditions to just win the game with it. That 5-mana enchantment that sack a creature to search a basic, worth it? I'm not sure what. 5-mana enchantment that sack a creature to search a basic. Nah, probably not. Perilous something, yeah. Deck just wins lots of. Okay, well, like you can't take one game where somebody loses and say, oh, the deck is bad, or have judgment based on that, right? Like the deck has a lot of ways to win the game. It just so happened that I got to a point where I had no more basics because somebody Winds of abandoned me, and I got all 9 of my remaining basics on the battlefield. And then after that, my board got wiped again, and my hand got Wheeled of the Recursion. So, yeah, it could happen. Like, I could bring, like, CDH deck at the table and still lose, and then you could say the deck is bad, but that's not really the case. It's just, like, a small sample size, right? Jeskai Ultimatum is probably not worth it, no. I kind of just threw it in at the last minute. So there are some stuff I would cut. I would take out, like, the panoramas. I think they're just too slow. I think Warp Landscape is too slow. Jeskai Panorama I'd probably take out for something else. I think the deck has enough card draw at this point, and ways to tutor up our card draw that it just doesn't seem very effective. GG, Carl. GG. Perilous Forays? Maybe. I'm not really sure. I think the deck has enough ways to ramp out lands. I think this land-based deck needs like 40 lands. Okay, so here's the thing. I have 47 lands. I have a bunch of Karus to bounce lands back to my hand and replay them. And then I have the modal lands, right? I have Ondu Inversion. This list is a little bit outdated, but I put in Kelni Albush as well. And then I have another one, Balaged Recovery. So the deck is actually 40 lands, really. But yeah, this deck does not need more win conditions. Just because it didn't win the game doesn't mean it needs more win conditions. That's kind of silly. The deck can win very easily. It just so happened that we got into a bad position where we lost. But it's not because I didn't have enough win conditions. Just like jamming like a random win condition does not mean I just randomly win. What are some of the win cons? All right, so the deck has a bunch of token generators. Um, Basically, you just make a bunch of token generators. They're essentially blockers at the beginning. But you have like this deck has like 8 or so token generators. It has like Emeria and Spore Mound and Phylath and Rampaging Baloths and the Retreats and the Zendikar's Royals, all those stuff. And eventually you just are in a position where you can't be attacked because you have a lot of tokens. And then eventually you just overwhelm the table with tokens, or you even pump the tokens with like the retreats and stuff. That's why it doesn't need more win conditions. It wins the game just fine off the back of those things. You're a pretty strong arch enemy. I think that worked absolutely fine. It's just that we got into a point like, honestly, I did not play around Winds of Abandon. You don't really see it that often. So what I could have done is I could have actually kept some of my basic lands in my library. I didn't have to find all my basic lands. Again, like trying to find all the conclusions based on a single situation, not the most effective, I don't think. So I will disagree with a couple of the suggestions here. But I gave what I think would be the correct way to fix the deck a little bit. I think some of the non-land cards are just never going to be good, and are worth just being basics instead. And maybe the Jeskai ultimatums feel a little bit too weak. And that's about it. That's all I would change for the deck. That's pretty much it. Will you play another game? No. It's 9:30 p.m. for me. I'm going to go to bed, or get ready to go to bed. And that'll be it. We had a good showing. We were arch enemy. We went off. We did really cool things. It just so happened that at the end, the deck kind of stumbled a little bit, which is totally fine. Do you have the Retreat to Coral Helm, Walking Atlas, any bouncing combo? Yep. We got Coral Helm. We got the Walking Atlas. We also have other copies of it, like Land of War Scout. Hey, Domer, this is Afro Magic. Thanks for the game. Thanks, man. Thanks for joining. That was a good game. The list I'll get you. What are you going to play next? Next week, we're going to do probably budget kickers. That's what it's kind of what I really want to play soon. And I'll try to keep the budget like $50 or so. If I see Salty last week, then I genuinely apologize for it. Thank you for... Oh, did we play last week? I don't recall because I haven't gone around to editing that deck yet. But if we played with the Seer, no worries, man. I didn't detect any Salt. Beastmaster Ascension could be a good replacement. Could be. But yeah, just keep in mind that the deck is $100. So basically anything over like $5, unless I can take out a $5 card for it, right? It would be difficult to fit into the deck. So most of the cards are around $1 to $2 maximum. What's your favorite new commander from Zendikar? It's Akiri for sure. So just everybody should know that I will be streaming every single Wednesday, hopefully 6 p.m. Eastern time. We were a little bit slow today just because I had some technical difficulties. I was figuring out the YouTube delay thing, but that's all sorted out now. So going forward, it should be pretty smooth sailing. Oh, I haven't watched the game nights thing yet. But yeah, folks, that will be it for now. I am going to be heading to bed. I am quite tired. So thank you so much for joining us for this little game. Hope you enjoyed it. I think Omnath is a pretty strong commander, even at a budget. And it was tons of fun. So until next week, Wednesday, 6 p.m. Eastern time, we will be back. But until then, friends, see ya.